everybody, it's Allison here again today for another partial chair yoga class. Today we are going to be using a little different of a prop. I'm trying to keep things interesting. I'm trying to come up with new things to use around the house. And before we rotate back to having our socks, today you are going to need one laundry basket. We're gonna use a laundry basket today in class. So without further ado, go ahead, pause the video, go grab a laundry basket. You'll notice mine is empty. If you have a laundry basket that's getting ready to be washed, go ahead, dump it on the couch or something, right? And get yourself an empty laundry basket. You can have clothes in it. It just would add to it a little bit. And when we flip it upside down later in class, it might get a little messier. So go ahead, get yourself an empty laundry basket and meet me back on your mat. All right, I'm assuming you paused, that you went and got your laundry basket and you're back. We're going to have that laundry basket beside us. We're not ready for it quite yet, but we will leave it there for the future. For right now, we'll go ahead and get started on our mat. So coming to the top of your mat, feel your feet press down into the earth. Pick up all of your toes, spread them nice and wide, and then set them down one by one, starting with your pinky toe, working your way in to your big toe setting down. Good. Pick them all up again. And do that again. Try not to look this time. Little toe, fourth toe, third toe, second toe, big toe. Good. All right. Arches are lifted. Feel the engagement coming up through your legs. Shoulders roll back and down. Palms gently face forward. Find a deep breath in here. And sigh it out through the mouth. Good. Another breath in. And sigh it out. Good. We're going to bring our movement into our arms. Inhale, arms reach up. And exhale, they come down. Good. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, arms up. And exhale as they come back down. Good. We're moving into our shoulders next. So inhale, pick up the shoulders, roll them back and down. Exhale. Good. Move through a couple of shoulder rolls. Noticing how the shoulders are feeling today. And then go ahead and switch directions. So pick up the shoulders behind you and roll them down and forward. Good. One more. Good. Shake them out a little bit. Good. All right, we're coming into the neck. We'll inhale here and exhale, gently drop the neck down towards the chest. Stretch through the back of the neck just a little bit. And then go ahead, rock the head side to side, stretching into the sides of your neck. And take your time to get all the way over to the side. You don't have to go right away to the fullest expression of the pose. You're just rolling gently through your neck. And then maybe after a few rolls side to side, you can get your head a little farther over to the left when you go to the left and to the right when you go to the right. Good. And maybe if it feels good for your neck, you do a full neck circle. It doesn't feel good for everybody, so don't do it if it doesn't feel good. Good. And making your way back to center, crown of the head, reaching up. Good. We're going to come into our flows. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Bend those knees as much as you need to as you come down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll all the way up. Arms reach. And exhale, palms to heart center. Good. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. roll up, inhale, arms reach, and exhale, palms to heart center. Good, one more time through. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll up, arms reach. And exhale as those hands come down to heart center. Good. All right, we're bringing it down to the mat here. Before we do that, we're just going to roll through the wrists a little bit. Give the wrists a little love. Give them some rolling. Maybe open and close the hands. Getting through the finger knuckles up top as well as the ones that connect to the palm. Good. Rolling through the wrists. Good. Shake them out. All right. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. All the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Hands come to the mat as you bend those knees. Walk the feet back to our downward facing dog. Finding that downward facing dog, feel free to pedal side to side in the feet. Sending one heel down while picking the other one up. Giving yourself just another breath here. Big breath in. And on your exhale, come down to all fours. Good. We'll go ahead and move into our cat and cow here. As we inhale, we're going to go ahead, pick up the gaze, tailbone reaches up, and exhale, round through the spine, press the floor away. Good for cat. Inhale, gaze reaches up, tailbone reaches up. Cow pose. Exhale to cat. Inhale. And exhale. Moving at your own pace. Good. Taking a couple more. Good. And coming back to a neutral spine. As we come back to that neutral spine, we'll go ahead, take any other movements, maybe gazing over one shoulder towards your hip and then to the other side. Any other movements for your spine, whatever that might be, feel free to take it. Good. And then we'll make our way back to that neutral spine. We'll go ahead. We're going to start by reaching our right hand out in front of us. Starting a little differently today. Right hand reaches, pulling that belly button in, left leg goes out back behind you for our spinal balance. Pulling in. Good, we have 8 taps here. So we're tap down with the toes and the pinky finger. Inhale back up. You got your tap 2. Good, for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good, come back down to the mat. All right, switch it to the other side, starting with left hand first. Left hand reaches, belly button tucks in, right foot. Good, from here, find our breath, find our balance, belly button tucks in, and pinky finger and toe come down for 2, good, 3, 4, 5, keeping that back foot flexed, 6, 7, and 8. Good, come back down, take another cat-cow, reset the spine, and then we'll go ahead and come into a child's pose just for a moment. Knees wide, big toes touch, hips reach back, arms reach long. Either your head rests on the mat or a block if you have a block, or you bring the hands in to help the floor meet the forehead as you rest down. Breathing here. Feeling your breath, especially in the backs of your lungs. Breathing into the back side of your lungs, an area we don't typically think about. Good. One more breath. We'll bring our hands back out in front of us if they aren't already there. Press up into all fours. And then into downward facing dog. So hips reach high. Good. And then we'll walk our feet up to our hands or our hands back to our feet, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press down through those feet, roll up through the spine. Arms reach up overhead. And exhale as those palms come down to heart center. Good. Find a moment, find your breath. Come to the top of the mat. Good. All right. From the top of the mat, feet press down, palms gently face open, shoulders drop, crown of the head lifts. Find your breath. Nice steady breath. Good. We're going to start with left foot stepping back today. So left foot is going to step back. We're going to come into our warrior one. Toes slightly turned out. Hips are going to aim towards the top of the mat, bending into your front knee. Inhale, arms reach up. Good. You find your breath here. Settling into your warrior one. Good. We're going to come into humble warrior today. So we'll inhale, gaze up to those pinkies. Exhale as the palms come down to heart center. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, collapse the elbows together and hinge forward, bringing your right shoulder to the inside of your right knee. Crown of the head drops towards the floor once you have your balance. Good. Keeping a nice strong core. Belly button pulled back to the spine. Inhale, bring yourself back up. Press down through right foot to stand up. Arms reach. And then open up into warrior two. So we face the long edge of the mat with hips and shoulders. And then we make sure our right kneecap hasn't fallen in. So we want to make sure that right kneecap is right over the right ankle. Shoulders down, arms long. Very good. Good. Find your breath here. Both feet pressing down into the mat. We'll flip the front palm. Inhale as we reverse. Exhale back to warrior two. Good. Flip the palm. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, warrior two. One more time. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, warrior two. This time we're going to flip the front palm and we're going to inhale as we reverse our warrior, but we're going to straighten through that right leg as we do so. So right leg straightens, right arm reaches, and you find a little side stretch. Good. And then we're going to come back to warrior two, arms keeping both legs nice and straight. Good. We're coming into our triangle pose. Now we have our empty laundry basket here. So we're going to take our laundry basket. We're going to flip it upside down and we're going to set it right next to our right foot. Okay? We're going to take our arms nice and long. We're going to reach right arm out. Drop the left hip back, like left hip is pushing back behind you. And then we'll drop the arms down and we're finding our triangle pose. We have that laundry basket here. So you press your hand onto the laundry basket. Roll up and open through left shoulder and left arm reaches long. Good. Find another breath here. And then using that left hand, using your core, draw yourself all the way back up to standing. Good. And we're going to shorten our stance. We're going to find our pyramid pose next. So we're going to shorten our stance by bringing that left foot in a little bit. Good. Hips and toes aim towards the top of the mat. Your left toes can be out a little bit. That's fine. And keeping that laundry basket there, we'll have our hips pointing forward, tall spine, hands to the hips. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, hinge and fold. And as you hinge and fold, you try and keep a flat back, shoulder blades reaching together. And if you can reach that basket, you can bring your hands to the basket. And you find your breath. Good. Nice deep stretch through the back of the right hamstring. Breathing. Nice and easy. Good. And then we're going to inhale, bring ourselves all the way back up to standing. Good. We're going to step our right leg back to the left. So bend into that right leg a little, give yourself a little push, and come back to the left. Good. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Roll up to standing. Inhale. Arms reach up. And exhale, palms come down to heart center. Good. All right. To the other side, you can either move your laundry basket just to the other side of the mat for when we get to the other side, or you can put it back on your chair if you preferred having it easily accessible. So we'll walk up to the top of the mat, get our feet planted underneath us. Good. And then we'll step right leg back. We're coming into warrior one first. So right toes are out, hips aiming towards the top of the mat, bending into the left knee, arms reach up. Belly button's nice and strong, pulling back towards the spine, shoulders drop from the ears. You always have the option of coming to cactus arms if it's uncomfortable to have your arms reaching straight up. You always have that option. Good. You find your breath. And then we come into our humble warrior. So we look up, gaze up, inhale. Exhale, draw the hands to heart center. Inhale, collapse the elbows. And exhale, hinge forward, bringing left shoulder to the inside of that left knee. When you arrive and find your balance, drop the crown of the head towards the floor, looking back at your right big toe. Good. Find your breath. Find your stability. Notice those little wiggles and wobbles. It's okay. One more breath. Using your core strength, inhale, draw yourself all the way back up. Press down with that left foot to lift up. Arms reach. Good. Open up into warrior two. And as we adjust, we fix our feet. We turn our hips. We turn our shoulders to the long edge of the mat. Arms reach nice and long. We gently remind that left kneecap to stay over our left ankle. Shoulders drop down from the ears. Good. And we have our warrior two. Good. We flip the front palm. Inhale as we reverse our warrior. Exhale. Back to warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Last time, inhale, reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Good. This time we're taking our left knee with us. So we'll flip the front palm. Inhale. As we reverse our warrior, we're straightening through that left leg. Reverse, find a breath. And then we're going to bring our arms back to warrior two, arms keeping both legs nice and straight. Good. We're finding our triangle pose. This is where the laundry basket comes in. So you pull that laundry basket right to the inside of your left foot. Arms nice and long. Good. We'll inhale. Reach left hand, reach it, reach it, reach it. Right hip presses back behind you. And then we bring left hand to that laundry basket. We roll up and open through our right shoulder. Right arm naturally raises up. Good. You find your breath here. Another breath. Good. Now pull in at that belly button. We're going to lift with our right hand. Our right hand pulls up towards the ceiling. We come up to standing. And we're going to bring our hands to our hips. We're shortening the stance for our pyramid pose. So we're going to take that right foot, step it in a little bit. Toes aim a little bit more towards the top of the mat. Hips aiming towards the top of the mat. Hands to the hips. Inhale, lengthen through the crown. And exhale as you hinge and fold. Coming into your pyramid pose. Left hip is reaching backwards, so you get a nice deep stretch through that left hamstring. And then your hands can come to the basket, the laundry basket, as you arrive. Good. You find your breath. And of course, if your laundry basket, you can't quite reach it, you can always bring your hands to your thigh. Just make sure you have a little bend in the knee so you're not hyperextending your knee there. Good. And now pulling in at the belly button, we're going to use our core. We're going to draw ourselves all the way up. And we're going to step our left foot back to our right foot. So bend into that left knee a little and give yourself a little push to step back to the right foot. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Roll up to standing. Inhale. Take your time. Arms reach. And exhale, palms to heart center. Good. All right. We're going to go ahead and grab that laundry basket. We're gonna just gently bring it to the mat in front of you. I'm gonna turn it sideways as such. All right, we're standing right behind it. We're gonna do our balancing here. So we have our chair beside us. You might have to, based on where your chair is, you're gonna wanna make sure that that basket is just a little bit ahead of you, all right? So, feet planted down. We're gonna start with left foot being our strong leg. Left hand can be on that chair. Right knee is gonna come up to a 90 degrees. You can have your hand on your hip or out to the side, right hand. Left hand can be holding that chair. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Pulling in at that belly button, standing up nice and tall. We're going to take our right heel and extend it, straightening through that right leg, and just tap the heel to the laundry basket. And then bring it back to a 90 degree. Good. Extend and tap, back up to 90. Breath in and breath out. Good. Breath in, breath out. Last one. Breath in and breath out. Good. Set that foot down. Good. Pedal through the feet. Before we turn or before we switch sides, we're going to do our tree pose here too. All right. So left foot, strong foot, right toes come up to tippy toes, turning that knee out to the side. Either you have your kickstand, your ankle, your calf, or above the knee if you want, just not on the knee directly. And so as you press right foot into left leg, make sure left leg pushes back into that right foot and you find your balance. Pulling at the belly button, standing up nice and tall. Maybe you float your hand off of the chair. Good. Uh-oh, forgot to look at the time. We're gonna make it a minute today. As close to a minute as I can guess. Good. You find your breath. Maybe your branches grow up towards the sky, pulling in at that belly button, nice and tall. Ooh, maybe it's windy out. Knocked the fan. Oopsies. You find your breath. We're over halfway done. Pressing into that foot with the leg, relaxing through the standing foot toes. Maybe even rolling your wrists up above your head. Good. One more. Big, giant breath in. And exhale, palms come down to heart center. Release that foot. Good. All right. Pedal through the feet. Tippy toes, tippy toes. One more time, tippy toes. All right. Good. We'll switch the chair to the other side, or you just turn around whatever works best for you. All right. Now we have a new standing foot. Right foot, standing foot. Pressing down through that right foot. Pulling in at the belly button, pressing up through the crown of the head. Left knee comes up to a 90. Good. Now making sure you keep your core engaged or your belly button, at least it doesn't have to be like a six pack, right? You're just drawing the belly button back to your spine to keep your core strong. And we go ahead and we'll go ahead. Inhale, reach the heel, tap it down on the basket, and exhale, bring it back to 90. Inhale, tap. Exhale, 90. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Good. Set it down. Pedal through the feet. Sway side to side. All right. Tree pose. Grounding down through right foot. Left toes come up. Turn that left knee out to the side. And either the ankle, the calf, the floor, above the knee, whatever works for your tree pose. Pressing foot into leg and that right foot, nice and strong, pressing back into that left foot. Right leg pressing into the left foot. Make sure you can feel the right arch of the foot lifting up, right? You can find that by picking up your right toes, lifting them up off the mat. Good. Shoulders roll back and down, you find your breath. Maybe your hand is floating off of the chair. You find your breath. Maybe you're swaying a little bit. Maybe your hands are on your hips or at heart center. Feeling both legs nice and strong. Maybe you grow your branches and sway around up here a little bit. It's all right. Our trees can wiggle and wobble. It's not the end of the world. Our trees can even topple out of the tree, right? Can even topple out of it and come right back to it. With a nice strong standing leg. Open left hip. Good. Find one more big breath in. And exhale as those palms come down to heart center. Release left foot. Good. And pedal it out. All right. Pedal it out. Pedal it out. And then we'll go ahead, come up to the tippy toes and back down. Tippy toes. Ooh, back down. Tippy toes, back down. Good. All right. We're going to go ahead and grab our baskets. So we're going to grab our baskets and hold on to the edges long ways. And wait, I had my whole schedule. All right. All right. We're going to do, I know which one we're doing next, and then we have one more before we get to squats. So 2 before squats, and then we're in our chair. So we'll go ahead. We have our basket in front of us. We are going to be doing laundry basket deadlifts. So it's kind of like a squat, kind of, it's a back exercise. So what we're going to be doing, turning sideways so that you can see, we're going to have a little bend to our knees, and we're going to be hinging at our hips, keeping our back nice, tall, and straight, pulling in at that belly button. We're going to reach the basket down. Good. And then we're going to exhale as we pull it up towards us. Inhale down. Exhale, pull. Good. Inhale down. Exhale, pull it up. Good. Squeezing those shoulder blades together. Inhale and exhale. Squeeze the shoulder blades together behind you. Good. One more. Inhale and exhale. And go ahead, stand on up. All right. That was 1. Now, we're going to take our feet a little bit wider, almost to the edges of the mat, not quite. Now, this next one, we're going to be doing a standing twist with our laundry basket. Our goal is to be twisting with our midsection, not our lower back. So that's why we're going to take a little wider stance in the feet so that we can ground down through our feet and try and keep our hips from moving side to side. We're going to try and keep our hips nice and stable, and we're just going to try and turn with our shoulders. Okay, so we're going to take that basket in front of us. We're going to inhale here, pull that belly button back to the spine, and exhale, we'll twist over to the left with the shoulders, trying to keep the belly button facing forward as best possible, or hips facing forward. Good. Inhale back to center, and exhale to the right. Inhale to center, exhale left. Inhale to center, exhale right. Inhale center, exhale left. Inhale center, exhale to right. That's 3 for each side. We're going to 5. Inhale to center, exhale left. 4, inhale, exhale right. That's the other 4. Last one for each side. Inhale to middle, exhale to left. Inhale middle, and exhale to right. Good. Come back to center on an inhale, and exhale. Lower the arms, lower the basket, shake the arms out, shake the legs out. Good. All right. Our chair is calling. We're going to go ahead, stand in front of our chair. We're going to bring our basket. Our basket is part of our squats today. So we have our basket in front of us. We're going to keep our spine nice and tall. And as we squat down, we're just going to push the basket out in front of us. All right, we're just doing 8 like normal. 8 with a little 3-second hold. So feet are planted, the chair is right behind you. Tall spine, shoulders back and down. We'll go ahead. Squat down, press the basket for 2, 3. Stand up. Good. We got squat for 2, 2, 3. Stand up. Good. Squat for 3, 2, 3. Stand. Pulling in at that belly button. We got 4, 2, 3. Stand. We've got 5, 2, 3. Stand. Hips reaching back. 6, 2, 3. Stand. Good. 7, 2, 3. Stand. Last one. Here we go. We've got 8, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look down. Make sure that chair is there and have a seat. Set the basket down. Rest the arms. Take a big breath. Good. And we're tippy-tapping underneath the basket. Good. Tippy-tappy the toes. If your basket's resting, it might be bouncing a little bit. If you can pick it up just a hair, it won't bounce. Good. Toes to the sides. Good. Toes to the middle. To the sides. To the middle. To the front. To the back. To the middle. To the left. Ooh, to the middle. Both to the right. Good, to the middle, and relax. Good. All right, the basket, we're going to flip it upside down and set it in front of us. Good. All right, we're gonna leave it there for right now. All right, sitting up nice and tall, we're gonna start with a twist. So we'll go ahead, inhale nice and tall, and exhale, left hand to right knee. Right hand hooks the chair behind you in whatever way works. Trying to keep those knees nice and level. Inhale and exhale, gentle twist. Good. One more breath here. And gently release back to center. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twist to the other side. Right hand to left knee, left arm to the chair. And you're gently twisting. As you inhale, each inhale you find lengthens your spine up towards the ceiling. And each exhale you find maybe twists you a little bit more. But not so much that you're hurting yourself, right? Don't push yourself. Good. And release back to center. Good. All right, we are going to go ahead and do our little back bend here. So we're gonna go ahead, get ourselves seated. Hands come to the back of the chair. We tilt forward on our chair and holding onto the back of the chair, inhale as you roll up and open, letting your hands holding the chair be what is pulling your collarbones nice and open. Good. And as you do so, make sure that belly button is engaged ever so slightly, reaching back to the spine. And maybe your gaze reaches up. Maybe you get a little stretch through the front of the neck. And you breathe. You breathe, you breathe, you breathe. Good. Letting the weight of the body moving forward help to open up through those collarbones. Release, let yourself round through the back. As you come out of it, maybe your hands drop to your sides and then gently roll back up to a seat. All right, so we have not done boat for quite some time. I'm sure you've noticed that boat has been missing from our practice. So we are going to practice everybody's favorite boat pose today. So as we are in our chair, you're gonna make sure you have a little room to tilt behind you. You're gonna move the flesh out and you're gonna come to the sit bones. And we're going to use our basket to our advantage here. So we're gonna bring the toes to the basket. And as you do so, shoulders roll back and down. Belly button's nice and strong. Your hands can be on the chair beside you, just as long as you're still sitting up nice and tall. Good. And then we'll go ahead, pick up left toes, set them down. Pick up right toes and set them down. Left toes, right toes. Good. Both toes, maybe. Good. Find a breath. Set them down gently. Good. All right, try both toes again. Lift up, find your breath for 3, 2, 1. Set them down. Not quite done yet. One more. Ready? And both toes again, maybe. Good, for 3, for 2, for 1, and all the way to the floor. Let your feet come down. Good. All right, tippy tappy the toes just a little bit. And relax. Good. All right, so we are ready to stand back up. We need our baskets to do so. We're gonna pick up our basket and we're gonna plant our feet. All right, this is your resting pose. The basket comes into the lap. As we stand up, we press the basket out in front of us. All right, we have 8 rounds. Here we go. First one. Up we go for 3, 2, 1, and back down. Good. Again for 2, 2, 3, back down. And 3, 2, 3, have a seat. Good. Up for 4, 2, 3, and down. Up again, strong core. 5, 2, 3, back down. Keeping a nice tall spine. 6, 2, 3, back down. Here we go again. 7, 2, 3, down. All right, this is our last one. We know it's going to be longer. We can do it. Here we go. Up we go for 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stand up, lower the basket, set the basket down, reach the arms up overhead. Good. Take it to the right, take it to the left. Good. Come back to center, hands come down. All right. So here's what I was thinking. For our legs up the wall pose, because we have our laundry basket, you have another option, right? Because instead of resting your legs up on the chair like we've done in the past, you have a laundry basket now, so you can use that as another option for our Shavasana at the end of classes. You can put your legs on top of, or your calves rather, resting on top of the laundry basket. If your laundry basket, I know I have another laundry basket that is not too stable. If you have one of the kind of flimsier laundry baskets, it might not work. But that is an option. So I want that to be available to you. So if you have your, if you have that as an option in your head that you would like to do, make sure you bring your laundry basket over to the wall. As we move our mats, we're gonna come over to the wall. Good. I'm gonna bring my laundry basket. All right, and then your best way to come down, remember, right next to the wall, we'll go ahead, come down to one knee and then the other. You're gonna send the heels out to the side, let the hips come down to the floor. Good, bring the feet out in front of you. Hip really close to the wall here. And then lower down onto the elbow, elbow, legs swing up, and you're up the wall. Good. As you arrive, let your feet reach up towards the wall, flex through the toes, point through the toes. Good. Flex and point, flex, point, roll the ankles. Good. Roll the other way. I'm gonna have to wash these windows. Good. Come back to center. And we'll go ahead and do our clock face here. So we'll go ahead and pick up our right foot and bring it out to 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, close to 3 o'clock as you can get. Inhale here. And exhale it all the way back up to 12. 11 o'clock with left. 10 o'clock. 9 o'clock. Inhale. And exhale to 12. One more for each side. 1 o'clock. 2 o'clock. 3 o'clock. Big inhale. And exhale up. Good. 11. 10. 9. Big inhale. And exhale. Good. All right. From here, we're going to go ahead and do our pelvic tilt. So we'll bring the bottoms of the feet to the wall, about hip distance apart. And as you have your feet hip distance apart, you're going to press down into the feet And you're gonna pick the tailbone up off of the mat, engaging through the pelvic floor, lifting, squeezing. Good. Holding here for 3, for 2, for 1. Gently lower the tailbone back down to the mat. Good. We're going to do 2 more rounds. Feet pressed down and go ahead and lift. Lift, lift, lift. Engage, squeeze everything in. Lifting that tailbone up, finding your pelvic floor for 3, 2, 1. Gently lower back down. Good. 1 more. And press down through those feet. Lift up through the tailbone. Hips gently come off the mat. And you hold for 3, for 2, for 1. Gently lower back down. Good. Bottoms of the feet come together. Knees open to the sides. Supta Baddha Konasana. Your reclined butterfly pose. Hands can gently come to the knees. And you breathe here. If you want more of a stretch, you gently press the knees a little farther away. And you breathe. And then we'll gently bring the knees back together. If you are going to find your Shavasana in legs up the wall, you can extend those legs up the wall. If you'd like to try out the laundry basket, you can gently roll over onto your side. Come up to all fours. We're going to just readjust on the mat. We're just going to scoot up a little bit on the mat so we have room. We're going to bring the laundry basket to the mat. We're just resting our calves on top of the laundry basket, letting the feet fall open to the sides. Good. So wherever you are resting for your Shavasana, you find your breath. You let the palms face up or rest on your belly or on your thighs if you're in legs up the wall, wherever it feels comfortable to let your arms rest. And we'll settle in to our Shavasana. We'll find our breath. And we'll allow our bodies here to relax fully. Relax fully into the mat and into your Shavasana as you breathe. stillness of your body, the stillness of your hands, your fingers, your toes, your legs. And gently wake up that stillness in the fingers by bringing small movement to each finger. Good. And into the wrists by rolling through the wrists. Gently wake up the stillness throughout the toes by waking up each one of the toes. And then moving into the ankles, finding nice big circles through the ankles. Good. Reaching the arms up overhead for a full body stretch. And then gently roll over onto your side, whichever side you'd like to roll onto. Letting the legs come down off the wall or off of the laundry bin for a few breaths in fetal position, using that bottom arm as a pillow. And then gently pressing yourself up to come into all fours, taking your time, moving laundry baskets out of the way as needed. Taking a cat-cow. And then gently curling the toes behind you. Sending the hips nice and high for our last downward facing dog. And then gently walking hands back to meet the feet for forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Side out, forward fold. Inhale, roll up to standing, taking your time. Rolling up, arms reach up, inhale. Exhale, palms come to heart center. Good. Allow the eyes to gently close here. Take notice of how your body feels. Take notice of how your mind feels. And we'll go ahead, bring our thumbs up to our foreheads for wisdom, to our lips for truth, and to our hearts for compassion. The light in me honors the light in each and every one of you. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I miss you all tremendously. Stay well, stay safe, and namaste.